Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Math is Easy, step by step. In this part 54 video, stop and pause, you try. So I'm going to go over the problem, give you all the details and the facts. Then you try to do the conversions in finding the markup or markdown, find the tax or the interest, the discount, and you try to answer this particular question. All right. So a new car is selling for $55,125 on April 1st. Only there is a discount only on April 1st. So you got to buy that car on April 1st. Well, I'm going to say it again. On April 1st only, there is a discount of 35% off and a sales tax of 7.75%. What will the total cost of the car sell for with the discount and then the tax included? All right, I'm going to say it again. What will the total cost of the car sell for with discount and the tax included? So go ahead and stop and pause and try to answer this question in 3, 2, 1. Stop and pause. All right, welcome back from the stop and the pause. Hopefully you're able to get this problem worked out and done correctly. These are the things that you should be focusing on. First, you want to find the discount of 35% of $55,125. Second, you want to subtract that discount from $55,125. Third, use the new value of the car after the discount to determine and find the tax amount, right? In order to do that, you needed to convert that 7.75% tax into a decimal, convert percent to decimal, and then fourth, add the tax amount to the discounted price in order to get the total cost. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those steps now. All right, so step one, find the discount. We're going to take 35% of 55,125. So we want to convert the percent to a decimal. So you show the invisible decimal, move it 2 times to the left. Now you've got a decimal. Get rid of that percentage symbol because it's a decimal, 0.35. Remember, of means multiplication, and of course, 55,125 stays the same. And so let me show you what that looks like here. Okay, so you can see here the decimal, 35% is a decimal value, 0.35. Again, times our target amount, which is the price of the new car, 55,125. Okay, so I've set this up for you here one more time. If you like, go ahead and hit pause and try to complete the multiplication steps manually of these two particular values. So I put of course, couple of lines underneath, 1 to 3 and the 5. That means something special, and I don't want to give it away because this is your chance to try, stop, pause, and give it a try. Okay, so I'm going to do this step by step and show you what you should be doing when you're multiplying manually correctly, right? What's 5 times 5? All right, if you said 25, you're absolutely correct. We're going to put the 5 here, and I carry the 2 over. Now, the next product, I will add that 2. 5 times 2 is, plus the 2 is. All right, so 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 more is 12. I'll put the 2 down here. I'll carry that 1. What is 5 times 1 plus 1? 5 times 1 plus 1. All right, if you said 6, you're doing an excellent job. I'm going to move on to my next multiplications. 5 times 5 gives me a product of, all right, you said 25. You're absolutely correct. I put the 5 here. I carried the 2. One last multiplication. 5 times 5 plus 2 is, all right, if you said 27, you are spot on, 27. Now, I want to point something out. When you multiply manually with a decimal, you don't need to worry about lining up the decimals as you do when you add or subtract. You just want to make certain you know how many digits are to the right of all your decimals, because there's something special you want to do at the end after you find the sum of your values after you add. All right. So I need to do something down here before I can start to multiply with that 3. Do you remember what that is? All right, if you said you had to have a placeholder of a 0 before you can multiply with that 3, you're absolutely, absolutely correct. All right, so 3 times 5 is... All right, you got 15. I put the 5 here. I carried the 1. So multiply 3 times 2 and then add the 1, right? So 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 1 is... Rock on if you said 7. Now let's move on to our next multiplications. 3 times 1 is... Okay, that's 3. That was too easy. 3 times 5 is 15. I put down the 5. I carried the 1. And finally, 3 times 5 is 15. Plus 1 more makes it... Okay, so again, 3 times 5 is 15. Plus 1 more gives you the 16 here. Now let's add these two values together. Hey, don't forget something special you need to do with those two decimal places to the right. All right, so you can see here, 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. 6 plus 7 is 13. I carried the 1. 5 plus 3 is 8. Plus 1 more is 9. 7 plus 5 is 12. I put the 2 down. I carry the 1. 6 plus 2 is 8, plus 1 more is 9. 1 plus 0 is 1. Now, that special thing you needed to do, because there were two digits to the right of the decimal, you need to take this invisible decimal, show it, and move it 2 times to the left, right? And now you have your discount of $19,293.75. I don't want to make these videos too long, so stick with me for part 54 video, where I continue to take the discount, subtract from the original, in order to find the discounted price. Then I will go walk with you and show you step by step how to find the tax and to get the final cost, answering the question in this in this part 53 video. Thank you for joining me. Math is easy. Take it step by step. Join me for part 54 video, where I will complete answering this question. If I've helped you, please help me to help others. Like, follow, share, subscribe. Thank you for your time.